Charlie and myself did a vlog, which you can watch up there, of the Steam Train Illuminations that goes across the Watercress line. And it is basically a steam train. It has got thousands of LED lights and it drives along. The lights are playing along with Christmas music. It is brilliant for all the family. Now, make sure you check that video out. Make sure you subscribe to the vlog channel. But I found a behind the scenes video on how all the lights are put on and synced with the music. So this should be quite interesting. It should bring more Christmas spirit, which a Grinch like me needs. So check out this. Let's go.
Well, you may have seen us last week on the telly. Yes, it was our press day for Steam Illuminations 2021. So in today's episode, we'll show you a bit of that. And more importantly, we've come to the Carriage Works to see just how do you make a train of illumination.
Just so you know, I didn't say this in the intro, if you want to know location, it's along the Watercress line, but it is between Alresford and Alton and back again, or vice versa. So if you're local, go check it out.
Well, hello and welcome to Ropley. Today we're here at the Carriage Works to see just what it takes to set up a Steam Illuminations train. Here we've got two coaches in, pretty much rigged up and ready to go. Now, each Illuminations train has 6 coaches. It's 5 passenger coaches and a generator van at the back. All need to be cladded with lights, and that's not including the locomotive. So, to talk you guys through about just what it takes to set up one of these and some of the technical elements, let me hand you over to our lighting designer, Simon.
Hi, I'm Simon Horn. I'm a volunteer here on the footplate crews here at the railway, but also for a living, I'm a professional concert and events lighting designer.
He brings up something interesting here. Now, when we went, I was actually speaking to one of the young lads, a 16-year-old, but there's plenty of retired people doing it. And the guys that are running this, they're all volunteers. It's amazing to think that these are volunteers taking their time out in their evenings to run this whole thing. And these guys are actually volunteering during the day to set the whole thing up.
And so, joining my talents together, the railway has thrown me in charge of this wonderful creation, our Steam Illuminations event. And I have designed, let's call it a masterpiece, this system. It's all pretty much custom.
If he does say so himself.
There's very little off-the-shelf products we're using here. And right in front of us right now, this is the kind of the main part of it, these digital icicle strings that I had created. This is one of the main parts that's very different about our train to other railways you might have seen doing this, in the fact that every LED we've got in front of us here, I have individual control over. There's around 14,000 LEDs, and each one of them we can do any colour we want, and we can turn it on, we can turn it off, and it's in what's called a pixel map fashion. So the system knows where every LED is associated next to each other, which allows us to do really impressive sweeping effects all up and down the train.
It almost reminds me of, there's some very expensive Christmas tree lights you can get now, which you can use your smartphone to actually draw the pattern because it knows where each light is. I think you use your phone to take a picture or scan where everything is. So it almost reminds me of that. But to think that each one of these are individually done and there's thousands of them, that's some serious commitment and time consuming and fair play. Bear in mind he's volunteering.
Which is all programmed in time to music. As well as that, moving along, underneath the train, we have these very, very powerful full colour floodlights. These are some of the most powerful colour floodlights you can get, and they allow us to absolutely saturate all the trees and all the foliage along the lines you go in any colour I want. And again, they're programmed as part of the light show, so we can switch these on and off in time with the lights on the side of the carriage.
So in the vlog you'll see, because I actually get the camera out of the window so you can see while you're going along, and there's some bits of the line where you've got trees, some you've got fields, and you can see the light is radiated off off the embankment, or when you go onto the tunnels, it's radiating off that. I think that's the right word. Anyway, if it's not, fair enough. But it's really, really cool because the whole bank around the train line actually lights up, and it's a real spectacle. And actually, I find it interesting because there's a lot of houses that are along the train tracks. And so I hope they're happy with literally their whole houses being lit up when the train comes along. They must be fairly festive, but if you buy a house next to a train track, yeah.
So here on the other side of the coaches, we've got kind of where all the magic and a lot of my secrets reside. Between a pair of each coaches, we have a power and data distribution box. Again, it's another custom product that we've had to fabricate and put together to make this system run. This takes all the data signals from our main lighting control system and distributes that along with power across these two coaches to all the LEDs and the lights underneath. So more importantly now, why don't we go inside and we'll see what all the passengers see.
It's interesting because I say this with sports. Really, really clever, really, really good sportsmen make their sport look easy. This guy, he's made all this stuff himself and designed it all himself. It would go straight. I'm quite technical, but it would go straight over my head, I'm sure. But this guy almost makes it look like whatever he's done is the easiest thing around.
So here we are on the inside of the coach now, and this to me was the most important bit of what we were doing, because this at the end of the day is where the paying passengers are. I wanted to give them an incredible experience both inside and out, and so we have added lights on the inside as well as what you can view in the windows as well here. As a passenger, you have the lights flashing above you here, as you can see here. We're on a test pattern at the moment, but normally we're sweeping effects all up and down the coach. It's quite a view, along in harmony with what you're seeing twinkling down the windows. And again, it's all programmed to a wonderful kind of Christmas DJ mix, which is wonderfully narrated by the legend from X Factor, who does the voiceovers for that, called Voiceover Man.
Some dodgy jokes as well.
Also, while you're sitting here in the carriage, you've obviously got the view of all the trees and the landscape, again, lit up by the lights underneath. It's a truly wonderful experience. And on top of that, everyone gets a little LED wristband as well that flashes along to the music, again, with all the lights you can see around us.
Well, I tell you,
this is something quite cool. So we get these. It's got the Watercress line written on them. And you can turn these on, you keep these. But when you're actually, oh, there you go, it's flashing different colours. When you're actually on the train, these light up with the music and with the voiceover guy. And you'll see in the vlog where the voiceover guy says, oh, I'm going to turn your lights green, and it turns green. And it's really, really cool. It's a nice little touch. Yeah, it's a really, really nice touch, actually, that it's great for the kids especially.
tell you what, there's a lot that goes into making one of these. And hopefully that's given you a brief idea about just some of what goes into building a train of illumination. Now, as we mentioned, these are two coaches which are pretty much done, or they look pretty much done, and there's another 4 to do. So without any further ado, let's leave them to it.
I can confirm they got them
and
all
let the
done.
magic happen.
The trains have seen better days though, haven't they?
I have to admit, even after watching this being plumbed together, that moment Media Launch Day, where we launch Steam Illuminations and invite the media down to come and ride and visit the railway and share the love.
I would point out that all the lights on the outside, if you're on the inside, you don't really see what it's doing other than the reflections from the banks and whatnot. I'm very lucky that I was able to put my camera out the window and see, as you'll see in the vlog. And that really made it quite cool that I could see that. You only really, so the train stops, because it's a steam train, coal powered. It has to stop at each small station to either refill with water or refill the coal. So there are a few moments where you can get out and actually see what's happening, but you know, you don't really, so you're really relying on the inside to sort of wow you whilst you're on the train.
So without further ado, let's have a look at the event. If you want the definition of a magical event, this, folks, is it. And I know some of you guys missed out on the opportunity last year due to regulations that came in, but do not worry, we have plenty of seats available. We have just released some more, so go on, get online, book some tickets to this spectacular event. For those of you guys who came last year, we're taking that and we're going up a level. We trialled out a few new things this year and it looks spectacular. So folks, get online, book yourself tickets, and we'll see you next time.
Honestly, it's brilliant. And this train line, the Watercress line, they do other hospitality events as well. So it's not just during Christmas. The lights are just during Christmas, but they do other events and dining evenings as well. But yeah, hopefully this will get you in the Christmas spirit. Go watch the vlog. Have an amazing Christmas. This is my last video before Christmas. So I may have a few days off. Yeah, enjoy it, guys. Make sure you see family. It's not all about the presents. Enjoy the company, the food. Have a brilliant time, and I will catch you next time.